Are you ready? Lights out, let's go! Starting off the RRF1 week, getting on a racing freak. Setups ready, practice galore. Epic battles is what we implore. Miss it one day, hit the track. Overtakes flowing, don't look back. DRS open, watch us fly. The fastest guys we can't deny. The covenant gold they all seek. Amazing racing at its peak. RRF1 Mondays, let's go! Tire strategy, make or break. Deep in battle, we'll break late. Tires squealing, hearts are pounding. Monday drivers, they are astounding. Whoa! It's a Monday, hit the track. Overtakes flowing, don't look back. DRS open, watch us fly. The fastest guys we can't deny. The covenant gold they all seek. Amazing racing at its peak. RRF1 Mondays, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! RRF1 Monday, yeah!
Good evening and welcome to the RF1 Monday division. Tonight is round 6 and it's the Brazil sprint week. It's the first sprint week of the season, so it's very interesting to see how this one's gonna pan out. So I think it's gonna work out as it did on the last game. So it'll be the sprint quali, then the sprint race, then it'll go straight to the main quali and then the main race. And if any of you haven't raced us before, it's a 3-minute break between the sprint quali and the sprint race, and 5 minutes between the main quali and the main race. So I think we're just waiting for a few of the guys to get in, and then we'll be heading off. It is just myself tonight. Mr. Dragoon's got an early work tomorrow. I might be having Destroyer Drac possibly joining in a little late. He's racing at the minute, but he might be able to make it in for the main race. So you might hear his voice shortly. Also got I don't know if you've seen him in the stream chat already. Deal Woo Steam. So I think it's supposed to be stream. That's my son. He's gonna nudge me if I miss something. So he's on my little PA for this evening. I think we're just waiting for this timer to go down now. I've got another little edit for you guys for both breaks as well, so something for you to look forward to. I think the chat, Gavin Bass said, "Hi Winky." I guess that's to do with the Winkle wagon still. And Dutch Chaos is "Let's get it." And the other one is just me talking about that song. I don't really watch it, but I do really watch it so I can see when it ends, but I don't have the sound on. I always get the tune stuck in my head otherwise. So I just go through the drivers we've got. So we've got T-Bents, A72M, YT, the Dark Mark, Gareth Minimad, last week's race winner, Gaming Minion, or as Dragoon likes to call him recently, Gaming Onion. I think it's just because the way his name looks now, because he's stylised it with the numbers. Then we've got Dumar Dimar, the return of Mad Mark as a full-time driver on the Monday division. He's in the Ferrari, or the Huawei as he calls it. Gavin Bass, Mr. Winky in the chat. A Bjorn Gamer. I'm not sure if it's his return to Monday, if it's first time as a Monday driver. But he is joining Mad Mark in the Ferrari. So what was a vacant team is now a full team. We've got Chaos. He's reserving. He's probably going to tell me, I don't know if it's Dales or Dales, or you'll have to confirm. I'll read it as Dales for now. Then we've got Brewdog, Tamas. I think it's Namaja. You might tell me off for the pronunciation of that. Or if not, I can just call you Neymar as Madball was on Saturday. And then finally it's Misfits. And my headset's really loud, that's just deafening me going on to Misfits car. There we go, I can hear again now. So I'll just get all my bits and bobs up. It looks like Misfits is the first one out, so I'll keep on board with him currently. I do remember Misfits last season in this sprint event, him and I think it was DK, they had a right ding dong, so he'll be hoping nobody wants to ding his dong tonight. Check DM, says YT. Crofty, the weather is dry. Oh, for the race it is we could see a wet qualifying for the main race, if I'm reading that correctly. So that'll be very interesting, because the wet always makes it fun around here. Guess I think we've seen some really funny things around here in RRF1 and the Sunday Drive. Because even last season, the champion Ali, he had a good sprint, but then he got killed in the main race, if I remember correctly. And Dartmark actually won that race last season. Hey mate, it's Dales. I thought it might be because the dash in it, but I thought I'd double check with you. I just need Namaja to confirm if I'm saying his name right, or if I'm insulting the Dutch. I know if you say things wrong in their language, it can sometimes be completely wrong. I know, like Dumar Dimar, if you say his name wrong, you threaten to kill him. So he's going to give Misfits purple sectors at the minute, with him being the first driver out. We'll see what we can do. See what marker we can put down for everyone else this evening. Come up to our line now. So 1088. That was on the mediums as well. Well, taking a look at the tyres. So a handful on the softs, or haven't changed yet, and then a fair few on the medium. I missed out there, Gareth 1087. Maybe that's Alpine, is it? That's Dumar. He's just starting the lap. Mad Mark's just about to start his first lap back as a full-time driver on the Monday division. See if anyone's on an actual lap. Have a look at the Haas. I believe that would be Chaos. He's just on that lap. Then with Deless. Deless has got a car sticking right to his gearbox. That was Namaja, but he's not happy with something. He's back in the box. A72 is on a lap to see what he can do. He's been showing some really good pace the last few weeks. That wasn't one of his best ones there. 114.2 there. Misfits coming back round again. Kevin Bass, he was 109, but I think that was actually a different lap. See what Whitey can do here. Gone ahead of A72 there, 109.4. I'll flip back down to see how Mad Mark was doing. He's invalidated on his first run. So let's see his teammate by, he's just about to start a lap. See how old T-Bent can do. Oh, he's coming into the box. He was about 7 seconds down. Chaos coming up to the line now. 1088 there, let's put Chaos P4. One thing I've noticed is sprint quality. It's a bit like if any of you remember the real race that was in the wet a few years ago, and everyone just had to get out dead quick. It's a bit like that. That was Magnussen, wasn't it? He got pole that year. He managed to just get out first just before I started pissing it down, and managed to get on pole. Garrison proved there at 184. There's another Red Bull. That is Brewdog, but he invalidated that one, so he's either going to go again or he's having to come back round if he hasn't got enough fuel. We'll have to see what he's doing. Go down to Mad Mark. It looks like he has got enough fuel to finish on this lap. Flicking on the RS and the DRS. Up to the line now. Put him P5 as it stands, or 108.829. 6 thousandths slower than Deless there, so quite close between them two. So Deless is just starting another one. Tamas will be boxing. So that's A72. Improved slightly by half a second, but he's still a little bit off the others at the minute. It's a 113.7. Bjorn has retired. I'm not sure if he's just happy to start from the back, or if he had I don't think he had an incident. No, he's in the pits. So we'll have to see if we hear anything from Bjorn. So the next car, Mad Mark B, will be coming into the box now. So no, these blue dots. There's one blue and then one slightly darker, and it's always trying to find the right one. That is Deless. So he is coming in as well. Flick down to. Must be in the Namaja, because Gaming is still in the pits. And that was a 110.5 there. Puts us up to P11. That's one thing I hope the drivers have realised. There isn't a Q1, Q2, Q3 today. Just a shootout for your position for the sprint race. Get down to that Mercedes Misfits. Is boxing. I believe the car behind him is as well. So it'd be Mr. Whitey, I think. Mr. Whitey there. He wasn't improving his boxing as well. Let's see if Team Papaya can improve. Guess I believe on both Wednesday and Monday, the Team Papaya, the orange car, it's a Dutch affair on both days. I think it's Dumar and Gaming Minion on Wednesday, I believe. They'll probably correct me now, that might be wrong. And then Namaja and McMinion on Monday. But yeah, no improvement that time around for him. Dumar's just starting one. He's sitting at quite nicely P3 at the minute. So he did finish the sprint last year, Dumar in P2. So I think this is a track. I know he sometimes likes to run more downforce, but it always seems to work for him. He's at purple sector 1 there. That's something they've not changed, I've noticed, for this year as well. Is if you just noticed off Dumar's car that wherever it is flicking up off the curb. That was on last year's one at Brazil, because we thought there'd been a crash or something. Gavin's on an outlap. Give him board of Mr. Dumar Dumar. I think he is flying on this lap. What time can he set down for everyone else? Is he going to be in the 7s? Not quite at 108.2, but it does put him provisional pole at the minute. Fleck down to... Nigel is invalidated. But, oh, he was 16 seconds down. One thing I have noticed, Ali's not in. Apologies, but I was just seeing if Ali's joining. It looks like he still is racing, so I'll have a look if he's online quickly. This is why it annoys me, because it doesn't put him in alphabetical order. I've got to look really closely. There you go, pop over him right there for him. I think he's got a couple of minutes to get in for the sprint. If not, it might just be in the main race for himself. It'll be fun trying to work out who's actually on a lap now. Tamas in boxing. Chaos is coming round. He is 2 tenths up. So if we can do that, that might put him about 4th or 5th. We'll have a look. Yeah, 4th, or 108.6 for Chaos there. Say 72. I don't think. Is it going to be an improvement? We'll have a look. Yeah, but 111.5. So let's fly down to Dartmark now. He hasn't set a time yet. This is going to be a one and done. But it's put him on provisional P2 as we stand at the minute. Like I say, he does seem to like this track. Don't know if he'll say it himself, but he does seem to get the. It's a weird one for him. I think he's good at the qualified here, but I think he said himself at the end, the podium interview last week, that something always seems to happen to him here. As I do remember, he lost one of the TSD, I think it was season 4. I think he finished like 5th or 6th, something like that. And he lost the championship on win countback. Oh, Alice needs invite. So I'll pop him another invite shortly. You might not be able to get in for the sprint now. So yeah, Dumar Demar took the pole there. Dartmark starting second, T-Ben's third, Gareth fourth, Misfits fifth, Delestar sixth, then Chaos, Whitey, Brewdog, Madmark, Gavin Bass, Tamas, both McLarens 13th and 14th. The kick of A72 15th, and Bjorn didn't set a time, so he'll be starting 16th. I think we've got a couple of minutes now. Gareth has left the session. You'll need an invite in as well. So YT will probably confirm, unless you might have already. 3 minutes between this and the start of the race. So I've got a little edit for yourself. I'll put that on so you can have a little watch just while waiting, and I'll get these guys invited in whilst that's happening.
Oh shit, not good.
Paranormal Racing Activity is back for episode 2 of RRF1, season 14. This week we see a very scary event involving our current Dutch champion, Miggles.
I don't know.
Watch as he mysteriously disappears into thin air to the shock and fear of Mad Mark.
Oh,
Very scary indeed.
where the what happens then?
Changing mode on your MFD.
Can you take us inside the helmet for those last few laps?
RRF1 rock and roll.
So back with you now. So just another little silly edit there for you. What's just what's been happening in RF1 and also the real F1 there. Apart from the tractor. But he did seem to turn into a tractor, didn't he, Leclerc? Oh, there we go. That must be the 3 minutes up there. So we're on the formation lap now. Flick through the field here. I say it does look like it's a dry. What do I call it? Dry race. You can ignore night, but I've not updated it for Saturday. So many apologies there, Mad Mark, if you are listening. It's still saying the Geordie legend, but that will be updated. Also, I've not updated because it was a bit of a hectic week. I've not updated the Flickr, the tables on there. They will be updated when I do the tables this week. I think they're probably about 2 weeks old now, so you can ignore those when Nightbot pops up with those as well. Oh, A72 and Bjorn must have had a ding dong because they've both been disqualified from the formation lap. Everyone else is seems to be alright at the minute. There you go, everyone's entering Bjorn there. think I'm probably going to have to be on board with one of these because it's not giving me the greatest of angles. Guess I want to see the exhaust fumes from T-Benz. Deless, he got disqualified as well, naughty naughty. Hopefully we don't have any light issues like we had last week. Oh, Minion, he's going to have a spank on the bum with a stroop waffle because he's missed it as well. There you go, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And they're off in Brazil. Tamas is off before everyone. We might have had a one of those light glitches again, possibly. There were a few drive-thrus there. So if there was any issues, if you can let us know in the chat. So Deless is pretty solid up to 3rd. Dumas still leading. I'll get the position changes. Then Amaja's gone up 6 places. So Tamas is falling back a little there. Tamas is falling away 16th there. As I'm not sure if there was an issue there. As I've not heard anything. I would say if there is any issues, ooh, A72, that was a risky move. I think he just about managed to pull it off without too much issue there. Ooh dear. Mr. Winky Gavin Bass that was. Going for a move up to Maja, there was a bit of contact. So have a quick look at the tyres down right there, picking up the fastest lap, and he's in the lead as well. There's the tyres. So, surprised, a few on the hards, there's Duma, Misfits and Minion, and everyone else on the mediums. I do know the mediums on some races do only seem to go like 8 laps when they feel horrendous, but some they do go longer, so it'd be interesting to see what Brazil's like. I've not done Brazil yet. One team who have had a pretty good start here, Misfits and Gareth Minimad, the Mercedes drivers, up in 4th and 5th at the minute. I think Gavin will have to serve that drive-through. He's the only driver that hasn't done it yet. So I think the others got it out of the way straight away. If he doesn't do it, I think it will disqualify him. There you go, no multi-21 there between these two. And fastest lap as well, 1:10.6, Gareth Minimad. If guys do remember, there is still points available for fastest lap in the sprint, and also a bonus for not getting a penalty as well. So it's only the 1 point for each in the sprint, unlike the 2 points for fastest lap in the main race, but still an extra point that could make all the difference at the end of the season. I know I was talking about the Mercedes a minute ago. The McLaren Mercedes is actually the most successful team ever at Brazil in the real F1. It's with 12 wins. Throwing out the old Brazil stats this evening. I think I've got to stick with these two at the minute. They are the closest. Gareth Miniman on the back of Deleuze. I have noticed as well it didn't let Ali in, so hopefully he'll be able to stick a setup on and everything when he gets in for the main qualifying. I think if I remember correctly, I think you can change a brand new setup anyway for the main qualifying, because it's sort of seen as a new day, a new event. All side by side here. Ooh, was there contact, or was that really weird curb glitch again? I think it was just the curb. But Gareth Minimaz up into P3. So he's getting really close to dart mark as well on this lap. We got a yellow flag. That looks like, was that Chaos? It was around where Chaos was. I don't know if it was him or A72, one of the cars around there. It's giving me a horrendous view of Dartmoor's car though. So I think Gareth is going to try and get him here with the old DRS. And I've just realised I've turned off the feed. I don't want to turn off that. He wasn't able to get past on that occasion. Probably with Dartmark still being in Doombar's DRS. From the battery situation, Gareth is using a little bit more than Dartmark. Got 3 seconds there for Deless. Oh, a little bit of a knock there. That was Deless and Misfits. I've just been destroyed. Drac in the main chat. Woods running a tad late. Might just be reaching during feature race start. Oh no worries, mate. Good over. Just let me know when you need an invite. 10 seconds for corner cutting for Chaos. I don't know what happened there. I'm too busy reading the old chat though. Yeah, he's not really wanting that because it stands at the minute. I just want to knock him down a good couple of positions. Oh, Gareth did get himself up to P2 momentarily there. Dartmark had the tighter line. I think Gareth might be trying the old Max Verstappen there, he did with Hamilton a couple of years back. Is that Drax? Send me one when they're on break. Oh, I will do. Guess I'll probably be after the main quali, that will. So we're already halfway through the sprint race here. Lap 6 of 12. And Dumas managed to pull out of the Dartmarks. He managed to pull himself away from Dartmark, so Dartmark isn't yet DRS. I mentioned in the qualifying, Dumas did get P2 in the sprint race. Around here last season. The only reason he didn't win was Mezzinator. Mezzinator took the P1 in that race. But then I think in the main race, Mezzinator had a bit of a... I don't know if it was his will or if he had a bit of a crazy moment, but he completely went flying into a wall. I do remember that one. I believe Whitey is one of the stewards as well who remember that one, because like, what the hell has he done? He missed the car in front of him and just went completely straight into the wall. Beyond there, just getting up to P11. So Ferrari wanting to try and get as many points as they can. One thing I forgot to mention, if you are new to RRF1, it's positions 1 to 10 score points in the sprint in RF1. So unlike where it's 1 to 8 in real F1, we do 1 to 10. So Bjorn is just outside of that at the minute, but he is only half a second behind Mr. Whitey. They're both on about the same battery and everything, so it's going to be a case of who's got the better pace tonight. Hopefully that whispering was just my son let me know that about Drax's comment bed already. We've already seen that one. I know his headset, sometimes I pick up whispers, it sounds like a ghost in the background. Got to keep on board of this one here. Dartmark going for the move here on Gareth. He's got side by side, and he's got has he? Just about has. Gareth not letting him get past easy though. But Gareth's trying to stick with him. Oh, Gareth has just kissed Dartmark's bottom. Guess that he's going to probably help Misfits behind his teammate. What you won't want to do is hold his teammate up and push him back into Deleuze. Have a quick look at this tyre situation again. The Misfits should be alright. It's not, might not be as quick, but they're not going to be as wearing quite as much as those mediums. The Dumar's loving life at the minute, nearly 3 seconds ahead of the pack. So if Dragoon was here, he'd be loving the fact that an Alpine, was on a top spot. As I know in real F1 last season, the Alpines had that, was it 1 and 3 or 2 and 3? No, they had a really good race. It seems to be a track that the Alpines like. I was reading earlier about this circuit. It's most people know it as Interlagos, but it's actually the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace or Paso. And he actually had a driver that 1 year in 1975, and then he died a couple of years after. The reason it's called more known as Interlagos, it means in between lakes in Portuguese, I think it is. There's like two reservoirs either side. It's a lot easier rolling off the tongue Interlagos than saying the whole name as well. Gareth is going up the inside. It's 3 wide. But Gareth's done it. Misfits is right on the tail of Dartmark. Really good driving ball of them there to get around there when it was 3 wide. Down the grid, A72. He's got past Mad Mark, I believe, up into P8. Bjorn still hasn't managed to break into that top 10 at the minute. He's, as Mad Mark was saying on a Saturday, he's chomping on the rear of Whitey. Something's happened to Deleuze here. He's fallen into P8. Not sure what it was. He's going to be right in the clutches of Mad Mark as well. Come the straight. Apologies, I'm going to have to grab a beer or something in a minute. Get a bit of a dry throat. That weren't a good exit there for Deleuze. Mad Mark's going to get the DRS on him. He's going to use a bit of the old tickle of the old ERS as well. Don't think he is. He has got a bit more battery than Mad Mark though. I know the other way around. Mad Mark's got about 10% more than Deleuze, I mean. Bjorn, he's got a lot closer to Whitey. He's going to get DRS coming down up to turn 4. The old infamous corner, and Max pushed Lewis about 300 miles wide. Not quite close enough though. You can smell what Whitey's had for breakfast, but you still can't overtake him. Oh, Whitey's falling down now. I'm not sure what happened, but he's down to P13 now. I don't know if it was just to caught the curb or if there was any contact. But Bjorn has got up to P. Oh, just to say that Bjorn's up to P10. Minions. What's happened with Gavin as well. Gavin's mowing the grass. He's fallen into P15. And he's picked up a penalty for his troubles as well there for going wide. So we're on the final lap of this sprint race. Dumar nearly 4 seconds ahead of Gareth. I don't know if Dartmark's has started falling. He's fallen down to P5. Funnily enough, Dartmark finished P6 in the sprint last season. So he's in a similar position to where he was in this very same race this time last season. He's going to be a really good race as Mercedes, as I mentioned, but also Kick. I say they're 5th and 7th. Red Bull as well. They've got T-Bent and Brewdog 4th and 6th. A lot of good team displays going on this evening. I'll get on board with with Mr. Dumar. There was a yellow flag. Can't see what that was for. That was in the middle sector. But Dumar wins the sprint race. It looks like Gareth will be taking P2, only just ahead of his teammate. So a 2-3 for Gareth and Misfits. Brewdog takes 4th, Darkmark 5th, T-Burn 6th. A72 didn't have the best of qualies, but he's a decent sprint race up to 7th. Mad Mark on his return to Mondays is in P8. Gaming Minion P9. And Deless, I believe he is one of the scoring reserves this evening. He is in P10. Gazza in the chat. I didn't look at my tyres once, so that must have meant they stayed on 1%. Gotta say, I bet they were screaming. They were screaming more than a lady seeing P Diddy with a bottle of baby oil in his hand. Just make sure I get these in. So the ones that did lose their bonus points is Bjorn, Deless, Chaos. It looks like most of the other drivers did get that extra bonus. And the fastest lap was Gareth Minimad. So you'll get an extra point for that as well. Make sure I get all of these in. This makes it a lot easier for myself when I come to the table. And Race Direct, just in case any of you need it. A few drive-throughs at the beginning there. So there we go. So now on to straight away into the main quali. Because they will only be short qualifying. So I believe, is it 15 minutes? I'll tell you when the timer pops up. Oh, it's a bit wet. And poor marshals there. They need to put the hoods up, get their umbrellas out. As I have noticed, it has put Ali in the Aston, but he will score for his Haas regardless. The Dark Mark in the chat, evening Dark Mark. My tyre on 70% 2 laps before the end. I couldn't do much once I lost position. Yeah, I did wonder what happened towards the end. If it was those medium tyres. I know you were sitting about 2nd or 3rd, and then it did drop down. But I know Deless was having issues as well, and he was on the mediums. It will be interesting. Is it into weather? Got to stick all the bits and bobs up again. Yeah, it is into weather. The less mediums are a terrible idea. They're horrific after 6 laps. So that's good information for any of the Wednesday drivers. So it's also helpful for Darkmark. He's one of the Wednesday drivers. So you'll know for Wednesday, probably better to stick the hards on unless it's a wet race. And definitely don't stick the hards on. That's one of the things when I was having a little research about this track. It's one thing. It's right at the top in bold. Unpredictable weather. As what I've mentioned on here, a highly unpredictable heavy rain often appears suddenly. And that's often caused some crazy races. And it mentioned the 2003 one. That's when they stopped it early. That was the Fisichella win. And Max Verstappen 2016, and was it last year as well? The year before? Darkmark. Not sure if I'm able to make Wednesday yet. Gotta stick on board with Gareth, because I do believe you do get to put a brand new setup on, because it's sort of classed as a new day. A72 disqualified from session for blocking the pit lane. Darkmark, if you're still listening, your teammates somehow managed to block the pit lane. I think he's come out really slowly, and the Haas behind him with Chaos, it must have seen it as, oh, you're going a bit too slow. So he will be starting at the back of the grid. A72. So he doesn't seem to like qualifying right around Brazil, but he seems to enjoy the racing. A72 has left the session, so we'll have to give him an invite back. Hopefully he hasn't left himself, because that would mean a lobby restart for the main race. We don't want that, really. See if I can find him to give him an invite. Apologies about this. It doesn't seem to be showing on mine. Probably best I'm just going to double check. That's one reason it should be. I reckon it should all be in alphabetical. Yeah, it's definitely not. I'm going to have to try and find him the old way. Just looking through this massive list. There you go. So he was offline, so hopefully he's not offline, because if Whitey is listening, that might mean a lobby restart if A72 doesn't come back, because he will end up with having the car that's not going to ghost in the race, and that could cause a mess. So we'll have to see if he does get back in. I say, because of that, I've missed a few laps. Gareth is quickest at the minute with 1:18.7. Dumar 1:20.0. There's a Deleste with a 1:20.0 as well, only 300ths off of Dumar. They get on down to, that's Mercedes, I believe. Oh, there's Gareth, would be boxing, is he? No, he's keeping on going. He's improved there, 1:18.4. That's his teammate, but his teammate is a little bit down this time. Because what I wonder is, I think Whitey said it was a fairly dry race. I wonder if some people have gone more for a dry setup for the race, which will impact their qualifying, whereas some might have gone a little bit down the middle. So I'm guessing Madmar might be one of those. Did a 1:31 on his first one. Unless he was just having a little bit of a test lap, maybe. As I'm not liking the look of that communicating with online services. You won't be able to see it. I think it's just out of your screen because of my banner. It keeps popping up at the top. Hopefully it doesn't boot me out. I've just seen had a message from Whitey's tyres were on 82% when he crossed the line. Jesus. Punchy territory on the mediums then. So I'm just popping a message to A72 on the server. Make sure he's able to get back in. And down there, I believe that's one of the McLarens that's gave me a minion. Let's see what time he can put in. It's going to be in the 20s. It's a 22.0. Puts him to P7 at the moment. It's to absolutely slam on there. You know, his car crying. Ali's got a purple sector, but I know sometimes this game does just give porkies in that middle sector. You're getting close to the line there. That was weird, it's like another car just appeared there. I don't know if anyone saw that on the stream. But P2 there, 1:19.0 for Ali. Talking about strange things with cars appearing there. Quite a little treat for you in the break. Then the break might be longer if A72 isn't able to get back in there. Because I've asked him, so fingers crossed. Trying to get the right car now. It's a Mercedes of Misfits. It is about 2 seconds off his best time. So I wonder if it is getting I wonder if it's getting wetter. Back aboard with Minion. I don't know actually. Big improvement there by Minion 119.9. So I wonder if it might just be the running the fuel down. As I can see, 15 of you are tuning in with us at the minute, so big thanks to everyone that's watching along. As any of you are watching that aren't racing at the same time, have you got any predictions? As I said, based off the sprint crew, I would have said Doom would have been up there, but they're a little bit off the pace at the minute. But definitely Gareth's keeping up there. Ali's one you always have to think he's going to be in that top 3 or 4. So Dark Mark, he's done a 122.9, but based on his pace in the sprint and the sprint quality, he'll be one to watch out for as well. Yeah, it looks like conditions might be improving. Misfits has improved. He did 119.5, about a tenth quicker than his last one. Game of Minion, he's run out of juice. One thing he will be happy though is his car isn't doing the older Foxtrot or the Samba or whatever it was doing last season. Have a look what Whitey's doing now. P7 for Whitey, 119.7, just ahead of Minion and just behind Bjorn there. Maybe I get to the blue dot in time. It's Deles. He did improve, but no change of position there. Dumas just starting a lap. Tamas there is a little faster. He did a 120.3 there, P11. Chaos, I've just seen in the Discord, having troubles with his brake and acceleration pedal. He's trying to fix it. So that's why he's not set a time currently. I can see some drivers like Misfits, like Deles, they're just doing the stick a fair bit of fuel in, just keep going, because as soon as it warms up. A72 has rejoined. I say, White, if you are listening, as long as A72 car manages to not disconnect him again, then we'll be alright to continue. Yeah, I think Whitey must have done that as a cool down lap to build up his battery, or if not, he must have had a mistake. He's a little bit slower on that occasion. Dumar, what can he do? There's a little bit off, 2.5 seconds off. So he's sitting P10 behind his Wednesday teammate at the minute. What can Namaja do? Ah man, force feedback wasn't working. Fingers crossed to get that working again. Because if you aren't able to get it working, and if you're just able to sort of, when the race starts, if you are having issues, just retire the car or pull it off so the car doesn't cause any issues. But fingers crossed to get it working and you can race as normal. Like I did mention a little bit, Dark Mark is getting up there, 119.2. Let's see what he's on for at the minute. Because I missed his sector 2 time, but it looks like he might be improving. Yeah, 6 tenths there for Dark Mark. Didn't improve his position, but Did a 118.5. It was right on the back door of Brewdog. Trying to get that Mercedes now. That is Gareth on an outlap. Ali crossed the line 117.8. He's put himself in provisional pole. Apologies, I went a bit quiet for a second. Mr. D Woodsy, my son, that's his Xbox name. He wants to help me write down the penalties from like the sprint, so it saves me some time later in the week. But it's not letting me rewind the stream like it does for me, so he's trying to sort it out. Oh, Brad in the chat. I thought I got disconnected from the sprint. Was surprised I wasn't catching everyone at the end. No, it was the just as we went into this quality, I think it kicked you out. I know you had that issue. It said coming out of the pit, so you'd block the pit entry or something. Trying to get with that bogey green car now. That is Dartmark, I believe. Yep, he's out of fuel. That's his cousin behind him, Mr. Whitey. He's also boxing. I was asking earlier where Betches is. He's another one of the relatives of Whitey and Dartmark, but I believe he's had an issue with his eyes again. There's Miniman's on pole, 117.1. He's knocked 7 tenths off Ali's time. This either the tyres are getting warmer or the track's getting a bit dry for them. So the track isn't wet. Looking at Gareth, there is wet on the screen, but it's not massively wet on the circuit. Looking at it, just a little drizzle. I believe that's a Red Bull coming around the final corner. That is. I know it's not. It's a racing bull. It was Gavin, but he's invalidated. So he's gonna have a slow trudge into the pits and drive through Guinness for him, I think. Let's see if Gareth, is he going to be boxing or is he going to try and improve on that time he's got? He's going to try and improve, I think. He's not going to, though. About 2.5 seconds off on that attempt. But he wouldn't really use much battery unless it was another warm-up. Guess I missed that Red Bull there. That was... I can find it. I might be... keep on board with Deless here. Apologies, I'm just kicked me out of party, so somebody might be hearing me at the minute. I'll sort that out in a second. Let's crosses the line P3, 118.2. The yellow flag, there might be someone right out of fuel, I'm guessing. Or it might have been just Nigel letting some people through. He's getting a face full of carbon for his efforts there. He's just letting a Ferrari of... was that Mad Mark? Yeah, Mad Mark. The Mad Mark has invalidated, but I imagine he probably have enough fuel to go again, possibly. He has turned his ERS to none of that, I've noticed. I've just seen Brad come out. I don't know what happened, I kept steering into the wall. Yeah, I didn't see it. When I just flicked down to your car, it had come out. But, oh dear, there's a car to the right there. T-Benz has retired. Was that T-Benz's car that was in the wall? No, that was Chaos. Chaos the lawnmower. There's another car come behind him. I think he's well out of the way though. Guess how that would have been Ali in the wrong car, not Whitey. Because if you are listening, Ali, you will score for the correct team, because the way I've got the table set up is it does it automatically by your name, so you don't need to worry about that Hastin. With 26 seconds left, it does look like, unless we get a massive improvement from someone, that Gareth's going to be on pole. With Brewdog, and there's a massive effort here, and got P2. There you go, not improved there. And Brewdog snatch it. He's using his ERS. Over the line. Not quite, he did improve. There's a 117.632, but it's still P2. I believe Whitey, what can he do here? 11th at the minute. He's P6. Dumar, what can Dumar do? Dumar do? Dumar do? Jesus Christ. Dumar P3. He did improve, but no improvement on his position there. P16 for Nemaja. Because any of you Dutch drivers will have to correct me if I'm saying that wrong. With Chaos, if you're still in the old chat, you'll have to let me know. But nearly everyone's finished now. The kick of Dartmark. 9 tenths off the second sector. P3. I missed it as well. Ali actually put it on pole. The 117.0. Left that one for his last run. Oh, he hasn't. Gareth, 116.6. You know, Ali's just gone like, yeah. Oh. Misfits is retired in the pit there. I think it's just waiting for Gavin Bass. Just waiting for Gavin Bass to take his helmet off, have a sip of Guinness, and then prepare for the race. Second week running pole, baby, says Gazza in the chat. Yeah, definitely finding some pace recently. The new nemesis for Ali, it looks like. I did think it was going to be a few weeks here at Ransdale, but I've noticed he's missed a few now. So there we go, Gareth on pole by 4 tenths there. Getting a 116.6. I say miles off the fastest ever qualifying lap here, but that wasn't the dry. That was 107.2 by Lewis Hamilton 2018. I say Ali is on the second row. Brewdog and Dartmark. What am I saying? Ali's on the first row. Brewdog and Dartmark second row. And then you've got Dumar, Misfits, Deles, Merdmark, Whitey T-Benz, Minion, Gavin, Bjorn and Chaos, then Tamas, Nemaja, and 872 because of that disqualification. I say 872 and can't remember who the other driver was there, but they're in a big Dutch sandwich at the back there. So I've got a 5-minute break now. I believe Whitey will be popping that in the old chat or the old race control. So I'll pop the tables up quickly, and then I've got another little edit to show you. It's the edit is everything that we've seen around Brazil the last few seasons. What we might be able to expect tonight. So here's the tables. Ali's still leading at the moment, but because he retired last week, he's only 17 points ahead of Dartmark. Gareth, he's not too far behind them really. It is looking the constructors though, Kick and Haas. That is a big one to watch. That's what I'll do, and I'll put that little edit on for you. You can have a little watch, and I'll grab a quick drink. We'll be back with you shortly.
Help is on the way, dear!
Lucy Mabusa. 4! Shirley Ballas.
For pure entertainment, 5!
Anton Dubek.
I loved it. 6!
A total of 17 for gaming.
Red flag, red flag, red flag. I'm in the middle of a track. Red flag.
I know, it's busy car. Oh dear. I said that. Back with you now. We're all tanked up. Got a beer ready. Gotta say, it's looking. Although it's dry, it's looking very grey. It'll be interesting to know if that's going to stay that way or if it's going to brighten up. So someone was wondering what was that floating on the top of the screen in the right. I think it's one of the cameras on the wires. He thought it might be one of those the people glitches where they start flying about, but I'm pretty sure it's a camera. They were just waiting for everyone to be popping on their older setups. Well, not setups, their strategies. Make sure they've got the tyres, how they want them, the right fuel. Ali says, looks like no rain. Gareth, mine says overcast all race. So one thing I suppose that might help with compared to the sprint race is the tyre wear, maybe. It's not quite as warm. But then it's also getting the tyres warm then, isn't it? You don't want to be sliding too much. Gareth says his tyre wear was fine. So we're going to have to pinch your setup for Wednesday then. I wonder if we're going to see any of those silly things that I had in that edit just there from last season, season 12. I wonder if we're going to see anything on that level this evening. I couldn't find. I was trying to find the Misfits and DK one. I was going to put the older. Oh no! Fuck you, bloody! Look at they're just smacking into each other. Here we go on the formation lap now. Gareth will be leading everybody round. Ali will be just behind him, wondering why his Haas is green with the Aramco logo on. Brewdog just behind them. Dark marking the bogey green car doing the Kimi Raikkonen, whilst everyone else is weaving, he's just straight. Dumar, Misfits, Delas, Mad Mark. That's right, look, he's got I thought he had it was a Union Jack with a bulldog on it, on his helmet. Like a bright yellow helmet. Behind that whitey, T-Bents, Amy Minion, Gavin Bass, Bjorn Gamer, Chaos, Tamas, Namaja, and A72 taking up the rear. Oh, pardon me. I had a few sips of beer and it's already on through me. Or weaving to get that temperature in the tyres. Let's see if everyone can get into their grid position correctly. So far, all good. Minion's in, but he's pointing at the wall slightly. And just waiting for A72. I think that's one of the first ones I've seen in recent times where they've all made it. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're off. So Ali and a mega star, they're up to P1 straight away. The Dark Mark is trying to have a look at Gareth as well. So it's happened there. There's a lot of carnage behind. That was that Namaja. One of the Team Papaya were miles off there. A72's just got past Bjorn. Misfits, he must have had an issue. A72's into P13, Gavin Bass has fallen down to 16th. Gavin's, I don't know if you want to have to do a turn now or not. I don't know if that was an overtake off the track, just off it down. I've been interested in one to oh Jesus! Namaja, that's not how we overtake, mate. That was scary. That's what we call a Tom Daly. Oh no, Gavin! This has turned into Tekken rather than F1. Finish him. I'll get on board with 2. Apologies about that. Ali with a fast lap, 1:14.2. Wonder if Chaos is still having issues with those pedals. He's in the pits. Gavin's in the pits. Chaos has retired. I wonder if that was due to that acceleration and brake pedal issue was having. I imagine he'll let us know in the old chat. He did put it will only get to 85, so I wonder if that's an issue he's having. Not sure if Gavin had to have a change of wing or not. He did have a bit of a long pit stop. They're still going to yellow flag at them, and that is just for Chaos's car, but that'll disappear shortly. I'll know where to have a look. It looks like Dumar and Brewdog's our closest one at the minute. Alpine versus Red Bull. Darmark's getting these tyres nice and warm now. 111. We'll have a look at the tyres here. So only Deleste, T-Bent, C72, Bjorn and Misfits on the hard. So Gavin, I wonder if he was on the hards originally. He is on mediums now, but he has had to have an early start. Because Ali's all over that back end of Gareth Minimard. I find this track a little bit like Hungary. You've got this sort of section where it's they can get a really close, like sneaky move. It's not the easiest, but then you get to the straights, and that's where seem to be the best places. With that long curving straight, or you got up to turn 4. So this track always in real life seems to be an indicator of where the championship's going to go as well. I was reading earlier. I don't know where championship sizes in a few seasons. Lewis Hamilton 2008 was always one I remember. The oldest. Is that Glark? It is Glark. And 2012 was Sebastian Vettel when he had that first lap incident and he got his 3rd title in a row. I remember that one. Massa thinking he won the old championship 2008 and got picked right at the last. I remember that one because I was on a break at I was at McDonald's. I was at college at the time. The manager's like, "No, you can stay 5 more minutes just to watch the end of it." I say Dark Mark will know exactly who I'm taking the piss out with that voice there. Just old Charles. The most posh name, but he sounded a bit like a Brixton gangster. Keep an eye on Whitey here, he's only 2 seconds behind Mad Mark. Although Mad Mark's making a move on Deleuze. Deleuze has been overtaken by 2 of them, I think. Well, they've just managed to keep ahead of White there. Whitey might get the DRS though. If not put the telemetry up, that would help. Yeah, DRS is for Whitey. Further back, Misfits, he's going for a move on Bjorn. I think he was tempted, but I think he might have seen A72 ahead and thought, I can't go too much over speed, I don't want to end up twonking into the kick. So I was going to flick up there and I noticed Bjorn got within a 10th of A72. Side by side with him. Oh no! Oh dear! That's definitely an issue with awareness there for the Ferrari. He's so eager for the move of the car ahead. He's not kept an eye on the arrows next to him. He almost sent Misfits into a 360 there. But one we might be seeing, or potentially seeing a ticket for. T-Bence, not T-Bence. Tamas overtaking T-Bence there. Not sure what's happened as Whitey and Deleuze had to come into it. I've just noticed he's dropped a fair few positions. So Whitey's not got any damage, but there might have been a bit of will to will. Further back there, A72 on Bjorn. We'll get rid of that so we get a bit more of the screen for some. Give me a right view from the sides of Deleuze's helmet. It's good how they've even spent time getting the reflection of the light on the helmet, I've noticed. All that Deleuze wants me talking about his shiny helmet on stream. But I'm going to have to flick up to the lead here. 3/10 behind Ali. I say Dark Mark's only half a second behind them as well. Shame we don't have any Brazilian racers. Oh, Gareth's just on Ali there. Up to P1. That's the reason I was going to say Brazilian racers, because this is a race that always seems to be really well for real Brazilian racers. No, I think they got Emerson Fittipaldi, Carlos Pace, Nelson Piquet, Ayrton Senna, Felipe Massa, and they've all won round here. Did read earlier as well, Brazilian drivers starting from pole position more than any other nationality as well round here. One nationality I don't think we've ever had in RF1, Brazil. And we've had some of the, especially North America, we've had a great ace from Canada. We've had Justin from Cincinnati. We don't get many from South Africa, I've noticed. South Africa? South America? Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm sorry to return my acceleration panel, give me 85%, didn't want to get any ones away. I know, I did see you pop it in the old chat. Old Mad Marks had 10 seconds going a bit too quick into the pits. I say Dark Mark is boxed as well. But if he's attempting the old undercut on those head, we'll check the tyres out. So Mad Mark onto the hards, Dark Mark also onto the hards. So I think you might be going for the old undercut. Be interesting to see if Gareth or Ali reacts to that. Someone who will be hoping and praying for a safety car is Gavin. He's only a few corners ahead of the leaders at the minute. I say Chaos, whilst you're in, can you confirm is it pronounced Namaja for 14th, or you'd have to confirm and like break it down how to pronounce it in. I know on Saturday it was called Neymar. Gavin has retired. As I always say, Gavin, you should just keep it going. You never know what's going to happen in the race. I say, especially because it's top 15 that score. So if one driver had come out, all you had to do was finish, get a point. There's a yellow flag. I believe that might be Gavin's car trying to come back out. That could cause some issues. We'll keep an eye. Keep an eye on the Major here. Yeah, that has caused some issues there with his car being there. Mad Mark and the Major both had to avoid the car. Obviously, my fan off car, I believe it's just Chaos raising a ticket just to let us know he had some issues. So Mad Mark looks like he's just about to pass the Major here. He's on those brand new tyres. Oh, it's on the old switchback there. The Major is cutting the grass. Ooh, that was almost naughty there. If that kept going to the side of Mad Mark, I believe you might have seen some colourful language in the server. Oh, missed that there, Bjorn. Dark is getting me in the boxing. And Dark Mark got past Bjorn, I think, as well. So lap 10 of 36, 26 to go. Gavin Bass has left the session now. Dark Mark on his teammate. There's no multi 21 there. We've battled it out and he's got ahead. P10 for Dark Mark. I did notice Ali and Gareth, they haven't reacted straight away to Dark Mark. They are taking the mediums a bit longer. But I wonder, will Dark Mark be going for more stops, will he, or is he just going to have a little bit more wear towards the end when they've got the offset on the tyre? The Gareth is boxing now. So Ali's still out. Quite a lot of the medium. So will it be a little bit cooler? Looks like the mediums went a little bit better than they did in the sprint, maybe. So guys have to confirm afterwards, but I know they were saying in the sprint though, wasn't it? About 2 laps from the end, they were 70%. Depending on what this tyre wear is like, it might end up being a 2-stop. All depends. Can people take the hard 26 laps? Is that doable? I was looking at the close times, but they're all just following each other out of the pits at the minute. Looks like Deless on T-Benz is the closest. This isn't going to be the true positions at the minute, but T-Benz in P2 currently. Deless P3 behind him. As I say, all top 3 haven't boxed yet though. So Ali has boxed now. Or if Deless has got DRS there, it just pops up the Toto Wolf was online. Not the Austrian, the racer from Wednesday Division. Yeah, I think he did get the DRS. And because of that, and the rest boxing, he is now up to P1. Dark Mark has done the undercut. So he's P2 now. Gareth has come out just ahead of Ali as well. Ali's going to slot that gap behind Gareth. The Mad Mark, has he boxed when Dark Mark did as well? He's up to P5, so it's actually worked out for himself as well. Because I don't know if any drivers are going to attempt to one stop. I don't know if that's possible around here. I imagine the way the mediums are going, it might not be, but we'll have to see. I've noticed Ali went from medium to medium, so he's definitely doing a 2-stop. It was just clocked on was the purple sector flagged up. We're saying that Gareth's done a 1:11.0. A few little battles going on here. Brewdog, Dumar, Madmar seems to be our best battle to keep an eye on at the minute. Whitey's in the background, and Minion they're on a bit of a battle. Who's going to come out on top there? Looks like possibly Whitey, but Whitey's going to get the DRS as well, I think. There he is, because he was behind just the detection point. Minion's missed out. That's Whitey's nabbed the P9 there. Go back up to that battery where I'm watching Brewdog, Madmark, Dumar. Yeah, Dumar got past Madmark there. I do notice with Madmark and Dartmark, they always seem to go for something a little bit different strategy wise. So he might let them go like, they're not necessarily my race. They're a couple laps different. I'm doing something different. We'll have to see. Yeah, as I called that alley 1:10.2, just definitely flying on those brand new mediums. Sorry, just having a drink. I don't know, this battle at the top all of a sudden. It's a massive battle for the lead. Dartmark 10th behind Deleuze. Ali 2/10 behind Dartmark. And Gareth right behind him as well. So one I have to watch this the helicopter angle. 8:72, 3-second time penalty. Lost his bonus. Gavin, too much damage off turn 1. Sorry, no clippers, can't stream while racing. Cheers. Oh, because with your internet. I'm not sure if you're on PlayStation. I'm not sure how Betches does it. He sort of does something that stores the last hour. I don't know if that's something to look at in the future, maybe. I say Deleuze is boxed now for mediums. The Dartmark is in the lead. I think it's going to be a shootout with these three at the minute. Dartmark, Ali and Gareth. Okay, Dumar slowly catching them up. He's still 4 seconds behind the pack at the minute. I say, Gavin, if you are still listening, you're more than welcome to jump in, because I think Drax having an issue. He's in another league at the minute, and they had a lobby restart. They had some issues. So if you are on the old Xbox, you're more than welcome to jump in for the half of the race. Quickly fly up to the top here. Ali's just done. Oh, and Gareth have done Dartmark. The Gareth went for a bit of a ride on the curb there, so it's probably unsettled him a little bit. Dartmark is going to get the DRS, go up to turn 4. But Gareth's also getting it on Ali. He's going for it. Been a little wide, so Ali's going to have that inside line. I just flipped the wrong way, apologies about that. And no, Gareth stayed ahead. Bjorn's 3-second time penalty. He's returned to full-time drive in RRF1. He's not been able to keep that bonus unless there's any iffy ones. Oh, Dartmark had a little bit of a ride on the curb there. Might have lost about a 10th. But I've got to keep on with this one at the minute. See. Dartmark on the 8 lap hold hards, Gareth on 5 lap hold hards, and Ali's on brand new mediums. Imagine what Ali won't want to be doing is being in dirty air for too long, just because the tyre wear on the medium is going to be a lot worse than the hards. And he's got to do another stop. Okay, we'll take with pens. Block by 72 and wrecked in turn 1. We've got a question. Oh, good. He did put a thing in the chat. That's Brad above. He had an issue with the force feedback towards the end of quali. It stopped working for him. Wouldn't even let him sort of steer properly. So he had to leave and restart and rejoin. So I wonder if that might have been at that point. Because if that was towards the end of quali, then that might have been. If it was the beginning, it might not have been. So this top battle seems to be the one to watch in the minute. I noticed Dumar has got on the back of Brewdog there. Might just switch that really quickly. Yeah, Brewdog kicking up the confetti in Dumar's face, saying, "You're not having this position, it's mine. Leave me alone." Dumar thought he had a big red helmet, but it's I believe it might be orange for the Netherlands. But I bet I'll be telling everyone Dumar's got his big red helmet out. If he has, he's going to scare Mad Mark when Mad Mark gets up to him in a few seconds' time. He's 3 seconds up the road at the minute. Go back up to the top here though. Ali's just done Gareth. Gareth give him a little kiss on the bum. Dartmar's pretty close to him as well. So I can see a few little battles emerging further down. T-Bent's on Minion, but this is the one I'm watching. Dumar and Brewdog. Dumar's done him. And I was up to turn 4. Yeah, it was turn 4 into turn 5. So up to P4 for Dumar. Ali's having a much better race than he did this time last season. As I mentioned last season, he had a nightmare. He DNF'd. For Dumar as well. Dumar last season was P7. He had a really good sprint, but he had a nightmare of a race in the main race. Gavin in the chat, no tickets going in. I'm a changed man, I don't grief anymore. Just want to be a lover. Not my style to retire, but just too late, 50 seconds behind. I was saying, Gavin, you never know what might have happened with the... there might have been a safety car. Because there hasn't been one yet, but I do know it's about 50-60% for a chance of a safety car around it with all these S sections. The old Senna S. I know the famous downhill left right at the start. You often get some ding dongs. I'll put it. I was reading earlier, it was actually Senna that helped redesign that bit in a year before I was born, 1990. Gavin, just happy to be back in the fold with the RRF1. Oh, Bjorn is dead. Oh no, or is he in the box? I quickly read your message, look back up there, Gavin, and Bjorn's gone. No, Winkle wagon. I think we need a Winkle wagon for Bjorn. I think he might have retired though, his car's coming back out. I think Bjorn will have to let us know if he had any rear wing damage, anything like that. He'll have to pop a ticket in. If not, that might be a penalty coming his way. I say there's no safety car, there definitely is a retirement. Only thing is that car might cause issues. Keeping an eye here on the car's pulled off circuit into the wall there by the looks of it. Man, what you've seen is his brand new teammate kissing the barriers. Not always his what's his Ferrari teammate doing? Gavin, send my pens by airmail. I'll send them by ferry. That's probably the quickest way at the minute, isn't it? T-Benz has gone down to P11. And we'll flick up to this less here. Oh, the sun's just dropping his mouse in the background. Dartmark, 10 seconds of speed in the pit lane. You don't often see that by Dartmark. He's probably going to be screwed with that one. Especially if there does end up being like a late safety car or something. But Dartmark is stopped. Dilles, 3-second time penalty. I'm hiding in the coal bunker again. So Ali has boxed as well. He's onto brand new hard. Gareth, is Gareth going to react to that? I don't think the hards are going to get to the end, especially if some of them are already taking them off. So Mad Mark is on 14 laps on them. I think Mad Mark's loving it hard at the minute. Dilles, 10 seconds of corner cutting. Having been doing some making some work off Gareth, been doing some lawn mowing, is it? Down to Domar. Say himself and T-Benz are right on Dilles, probably because Dilles had that bit of a mishap. Domar's going at the inside here. He's getting it done even before the DRS. Because I don't need DRS. Give him a bit of overtake. He's done Dilles as well, 2 within the space of 1 straight. Up to P8 for Domar. T-Benz and Minion both in the box. One going medium, one getting hard. Ten-second penalty speed in the pit lane for Namaja. A72 fastest lap, a 1:10.004. He's set their mediums on, he's starting to find some pace now. The Brewdog has started to react to the others around him, he's sticking the probably the mediums on, is it? Rather at what he does now. Mad Mark, 10 seconds, I think, is that his second one this race? Yeah, it is, he's having to serve this one. But then if he wants to pit again, he's going to get another 10 seconds, or it just get added onto the end. It's not what he wanted. So I'll flick up here, Dartmark, about half a tenth behind Ali. So Gareth still hasn't boxed, or is he trying something different? Quickly have a look at the intro at the leader. If Gareth was to box like now, he'd come out for about 5th or 6th. I believe I did read it's about 20 seconds penalty, 20 second pit time loss. Unless he's holding out for a VSC or a safety car. No, he isn't. He's boxing. I think he maybe just wants that offset the newer tyres towards the end, maybe. There is a yellow flag, that's a green car. That is A72. So he's going to have to be quick about it here. There's a car coming round, but he should be alright. So him, oh, he's got half a front wing. And there is a VSC, is it? It's annoying, it's not actually telling me. I imagine it's VSC, I can't see a yellow dot. You know, Gareth is just like punching his lap now. He's like, oh, if I just waited that one more lap. And Mad Mark is making use of this because it's going to be a cheaper stop because of the VSC, but he does need to serve that 10 seconds. Whitey drive through penalty speed on the virtual safety car. I don't know if Mad Mark's going to get. He's going to have to nurse these softs. We are racing again. A72, 10 second penalty speed on the pit lane. And he's retired. So I was saying he was having an alright race. He was scoring points, but he won't be now. That's 4 retirements now. Chaos retired with his pedal issue. Gavin had a bit too much damage early in the race. Bjorn, I'm not sure what happened to Bjorn. I thought he'd crashed, but he was actually in the pits. And H2 was just retired. There's 13 drivers left. So it stands everyone who's finishing is going to be scoring unless they weren't nominated. I'll try to have a look. I believe Deleste was a nominated reserve. And the other one was Chaos, I believe, but he obviously is retired. So everyone left will score as long as they finish. Great fun that was all over at turn 1. Guess he still kept going just to get some a few points at the back of the grid. You never know what could happen in the last 10 laps. Just realised I've not put it back on Intel, have I? My bad. Dan Mark's going for the overtake here on Ali. Ali's done it. Oh, Ali. I think he had a slightly better entry then than Dartmark, but he almost bumped into him because of it. So Ali is going to get the help on a DRS, but I don't think he's going to be nowhere near close enough on this one. I've noticed that turn 4 DRS before, or leading up to turn 4. It seems to be one of those ones that tempts you, but unless you're really close with it, it's one that can cause issues. But yeah, I'm driving around trying to catch up, racing nobody, all because of damage on that one. I definitely know how you feel in TSD yesterday. One of probably my best races ever. I was in P8 or P9, and I come into with Hamilton. There's a driver we have, Marty, and I lost about 4 positions due to it. I was fuming. Because Ali's going to try and stick as close as he can to Dartmark on this one. Try and get that DRS on this next one and get past him. He has got 70% battery. Dartmark has got 30%, so Ali's going to have a lot more. And he's got past him. Back to P1 for Ali. As I was mentioning in the table earlier, these do seem to be the top 3 looking at the obviously the top 3 in the table looking at the points, but in the last few weeks as well, pace wise, they've picked up a lot compared to some of the others that were around and not Ramsdale. In the background there, Gaming Minion P7. It'll be interesting to see with Mad Mark how those softs are going to hold on. Or is he going for another stop? Because there is always an option for the fastest lap. You do get 2 extra points for it. So yeah, you might lose that position to the car behind, or you get more points possibly by getting the fastest lap. These two keep swapping again. Ali back into the lead. Slowly catching them is Gareth as well. Something's happened there with, is that Namaja? I wonder if he just had a bit of a drift. Either that or he's letting. No, he can't be letting anyone in by. He's not been lapped. Delmar here is going to get the DRS on Ali. These two are just playing a game of swapsy. Each lap they seem to be swapping. But it seems to just be helping Gareth. He's like, you keep doing that, I'm gonna catch up with you too. If there's 6 laps left, those mediums are going to be crying right toward the end of Gareth's stint. What he's going to want to try and do what he did last week, get past and just with that clean air. You want to try and just push them as much as you can to the end. Just noticed in the viewer list, one of my former drivers, Mr. Twisted, the torpedo as he was called. If you're still listening in, good evening to you, mate. Always welcome back for a race on a Wednesday or a Saturday if you wish, or even a Monday if you wish. And there is a seat or two if you were ever tempted. Have a quick look at this penalty situation. He's got 10 for Dartmark. That was the speed into the pits, I believe. Got 3 for Gareth. Deles on 6 and Namaja on 13. Look at the stops. Everyone's 2 stopped apart from Manmark, who's 3 stopped. That was mainly just to clear his penalty. Still, this is the closest one at the minute. 4/10 separate Ali and the Dartmark. Dartmark just knows he just has to keep within that DRS really at the minute. The only thing he will be annoyed about is that penalty. At the minute, is that is putting him behind. Okay, look at the leader again. That's putting him about 4th or 5th at the minute. That could potentially put him out of the podium. One thing I didn't mention earlier, I know I did mention a few things about the most wins for constructors and most poles. One thing I never mentioned was the most wins around here. And one I thought it might have been Hamilton, but it's actually Prost. He had 6 victories around here. 82, 84, 85, 87, 88 and 1990. So, all before my time. Don't tempt me, I'm in the middle of learning medium traction, says Twisted. I spin more than a Beyblade. I did give it a try when they did the old like beta tests, and it seemed to work better for me then than it does when they actually released the game. I don't know if that's just the way I'm feeling it. If you ever do fancy a reserve run or fancy coming back, you're more than welcome to. We can always play that song that we made for you as well when you return if you want. I've still got that on the PC, I think. I think Manmark might be going for a fastest lap. I'm on the head off a little bottle of beer. Can't even get my words out. Yeah, I think he might be going for a fastest lap. He's put these soft tyres on. So it's worth a try. especially when you got that hardly any fuel in the car. Who is the fastest lap in the minute? The fastest lap? Oh, it's actually Mark at the minute, 1099. So he's a fair few tenths ahead of the next one at the minute, but you might just be trying to consolidate that soft. Or it might just be the case the other set of softs are completely pooped. I've upgraded from the G-Line 20 to the Mose R3, and if you haven't, I can send you the song. I think when I was clearing it out, because on Lightstream it's sort of everything you preload into it in the past stays on there. I'm pretty sure it's still in there. Because I noticed I had a Dark Marks one where we had the Voldemort thing, and Goomba's Hungarian Demon one as well. I still remember the old saxophone at the beginning, wasn't it? That might have on my phone. I'm tempted to look really quickly. Gotta get back into the interval though. I do actually have it on my phone.
Stop now, twisted dragon on the prowl.
There you go, just for you there, Dragon. So there is only the one battle to watch. Everyone's sort of split out now, apart from these top two. And Gareth's trying his hardest on the mediums, but I wonder if they're just starting to get to that best before date. They might be feeling a bit gone. Drac in the chat. So sorry, we just finished my race with a big mess with 2 restarts. As I don't know, mate, it's been a lot of swapping between Ali and Darkmark the last few laps, because everyone else sort of spaced out a bit. So I missed actually in the back there. Mad Mark had overtaken the Maja. Even though he barks, I think the Maja's just might be struggling a little bit out there. He's in P13. But I think we've got another sprint week, Drac, next week. So you will notice at the end of the... I've put what track it is at the end of the stream, but I've put to be confirmed because Whitey has noticed there is a glitch for the track next week. So we'll have to keep drivers updated. You'll find out what it is shortly. But then we might have to change it for one of the other sprints. We're going to have a big chat about it in the admin chat because Whitey's found a glitch. And it's happening in quite a lot of other leagues, and it's basically a killer curb at the track we're supposed to be doing next week. But it's like nowhere near the curb, it kicks you across the road. On to the final lap now. Is Ali going to take the win, or is something going to happen on this final lap? As there's not many overtaking places really for Darkmark unless he can get him on the final. But yeah, he's got that 10 seconds looming over him still. I believe I'll just get the wrong one. Yeah, so 10 seconds still for Darkmark. It's going to knock him down slightly. But I still think he'll be one of the ones we'll be interviewing this evening. As where currently I can only speak to the Xbox, so it looks like Darkmark, possibly Misfits, because I'm not sure if Tamas or Brewdog will be able to join. Possibly Madmark. We'll have to see. Yeah, Drac, it's I'm not sure if you've been included into the... There's a hub for admins. And if you haven't, I'll pop you an invite into it, and there's a really bad glitch on it. Ali did take the win. Darkmark, where's he going to fall to? He has got that unserved penalty. Gareth's got second. Darkmark third. Is Dumar going to pinch? Oh, he didn't pinch it. But Darkmark retains P3. I say Brewdog P5. How much P6? I say the Maja has finished and Madmark's finished. Where's this going to pan out? Our Minions P7. I think T-Birds is trying to get Misfits his penalty. I don't think he's quite going to do it. He's going to try. He's using his battery, not quite, just 7/10 out. So P9 for him. And Whitey looks like he's going to sneak into the top 10 hit. And then Deless looks like he's going to take P11. That was wasn't many things in the way of incidents. This bit was very busy at that last bit with Ali there and Dark Ali there with his female character with the dreadlocks, I believe. Mad Mark doing the devil horns. He got the fastest lap tonight. Driver of the day was Tamas. And cleanest driver was Minion. So just make sure we'll get all these in. So let's sprint quickly, and I'll quickly go across to the main race. So make sure we'll get everyone's penalties or not penalties. Because I'll see if we can get Misfits to join. Well, I can see it was P8, but as I say, I can only get the Xbox players in. So I missed a Dark Mark. Oh, wrong one. Let's see if we can get Mr. Mad Mark in as well if he's listening. That's in the chat. Deless says, thanks for a great race. Really tough. He just couldn't control the tyre wear. The drive-through for Whitey was a glitch. So I wonder if he'll be sticking the ticket in for that. 2 seconds. It's probably because it kicked me party off. So I'll have to switch it back on. It kicked me. I don't know if some of you might have heard me through the game sound for about 2 minutes. You should be able to include the audio in it.
Yep. Do you know how to do that, Mark?
Of course I do. I'm professional.
There's Misfits included audio as well.
No, you don't want to talk to you.
Okay. I'll start off with yourself, Mad Mark.
Oh, hello.
Your return to RF1 Mondays this evening.
Yeah.
P12 for yourself in the end.
You
did get the fastest lap. Yeah.
Thank you.
But how was that for yourself tonight?
It was great. I enjoyed it, to be honest. The sprint didn't go so well. I see. I won't mention anybody's names, but I see he's not changed. Anyway, sprint was all right. Race qualified 8th, I think. And I had a strategy. See, I don't know the strategies because I've not raced and what have you. I don't know strategies or anything on this game. So I went I was going to go P8, medium, then a hard. But I decided to swap it as I went in for my pit stop, my first pit stop on lap 7, I think it was. I decided to swap it to hards. So I went medium, hard, medium. But I got a 10-second penalty. Schoolboy error. Stick my fingers up my nose, give my face a wobble, and slap her in the face. And then my second pit,
full well he said that as well when it happened.
I can believe that. I can believe it. I'm going to watch the stream back. And I probably no, I did say it to myself. You fucking idiot! What do you say on stream? And my second stream, I did exactly the same. And it was like, "What are you doing, you idiot?" So I then pitted 4 softs to get rid because the VSC come out. So I pitted for softs. Got fastest lap. And I thought, but I'm taking these to the end. There's no point in pitting again. And then I thought, balls to it, I'll pit. I'm 10 seconds ahead of Neymar. So I pit and then caught him up because he made a mistake. and ended up with P12. Great race, good race, I've got to say.
Yeah, I was going to ask, was it the case with the softs? Did they wear really quickly, or did you just try and go for another fastest lap? I did mention that on the stream.
No, what had happened? Let me think of the corner. I can't remember the corner. The one that comes. I call it second to last corner, bottom of the hill, and then you come up the hill onto the straight. I kind of went a little bit too much, and it caught the bottom of the car and kind of half spun me, and my tyres were on 35 at that time, and by the end of the slide, and by the time I controlled it and got going again, they were 55. So that slide cocked them right up. So I had to jump in the pits, put another set on. I don't think I'd have beat that fastest lap that I put anyway, but you know, it is what it is, and I'll take fastest lap and 12th position on my first race back.
So definitely congratulations on that, Mark, on your return.
Thank you very much.
I was going to mention as well, there's one bit, I think Namaj tried to go for a move on you, but he overcooked it, and he had to go across the grass, and I thought for 1 second, I thought you were going to have brown pants for a second.
Was that
like
T1?
Inches away from the back. No, it was in the second sector. He sort of tried to return, but because he was sliding across the grass, he couldn't slow the car down. He missed your car by millimetres.
Oh, right.
You'll see it on the stream.
I don't remember it. I don't remember it. I remember somebody being right on my tail into turn 1, and I can't remember who it was, but we was coming down the straight. We went in. He kind of overtook me, but not by enough. So I outbroke him into the turn. And then he came behind me, and I think he just took a little bit too much curb. I didn't hit him. There was no contact, and it spun him out. So I think that was turn 1. Yeah, it had to be.
Deless has put in the chat that was me.
Oh, was it? Right. There was no contact, Deless. There was no. I don't make contact with people. People make contact with me. It's. I try to be good.
Deless put completely lost the car, so went on a jolly across the field. I think a few of you did it. I think Bjorn did it as well, and Amaja did it.
Yeah.
Or that's the one you call Neymar.
Neymar, yeah. I can't say it like you say it. It totally gets me tongue tied. So I was in the chat and I was saying, when I was streaming, how the bleeding hell did I say that? And I think it was Deless that come up and just said, call him Neymar.
Yeah, call him Neymar.
Yeah. So I do now.
Definitely a good race on your return there, and
thank you.
Still some decent points, as you say. You get an extra 2 points for that fastest lap as well.
Yeah.
And because you served the penalty as well, you get the bonus points as well.
Brilliant. That'll do for me. Keep the Ferrari going. I see the Scud missile retired. So
your teammate. I'm not sure what happened with him. I'm not seeing a ticket yet, but he did retire in the
pits.
I thought he'd DNF'd.
I was a little.
He had some rear wing damage or something.
My heart dropped a little bit when he actually retired, because I thought everybody gets points, so let's get the points, and then he retired it. But unlucky. If something happened, unlucky, mate. Keep going. Let's keep the Ferraris going.
Like I said, definitely a good to see some points for the Ferraris. And
yes, it is.
Not drivers for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. No, it is good. It is good. Congratulations to the top 3, 4, 5. Absolutely brilliant. I think I gave, what was it? Who was it that I overtook? Because I was on brand new tyres and he overtook me. I can't remember. I just tried to get past and unlap myself. So apologies if I caught you up. Which I didn't, because I fucked off into distance like that. I always apologise. Anyway, crack on, Woodsy, crack on. Thanks very much.
Yeah. Move on to Misfits now. Can you hear us, Misfits?
Yeah.
I'll say it was a P8 for yourself tonight in the main race, but I noticed the Mercedes is a very strong sprint race. How was that for yourself tonight?
Yeah, I think I could have got P2 being on the hards, but just. I think I left it. Well, obviously I left it too late. I thought there was one more lap to get Gareth, but obviously not. But yeah, I had good pace tonight considering I was spun round at T1 on lap 1, and then I was last and changed my wing and finished 8th. I was pretty happy with that, to be honest.
I did miss what happened at turn 1. I had to flick back down. I'd see about 3 or 4 cars were on the run off. One of them took to the grass. So hopefully I might see some tickets what actually happened there, because it did look a bit crazy.
Yeah, I've put one in, to be fair. So,
I'll definitely have a watch of that shortly.
yeah. But yeah, less that. That's for you to sort out, to be honest, innit? Not me.
Yeah.
But
No, definitely should have some good points holes for yourself tonight. I'd say, was it 2 and 3, wasn't it, for the Mercedes in the sprint?
Yeah, and then Gav
2 and 8 for the main
2
race.
and 8. Yeah, there was I feel like if without the wing change and stuff, I could have been on for a 4th or 5th. But it is what it is, isn't it? It's only racing. It's only a game. But just move on to next week.
I knew there was a few ding dongs. You never know. You might make up a position or 2 if there are any tickets are in. So yeah.
I think there was.
I think I'll be busy this week.
I think there was like maybe 12, 13 seconds. For the next driver ahead of me. I know Minion was ahead by about a second, and then I think there's about 12, 13 seconds to us in front of them.
Ah.
So unless there's 20-second penalties, then it's not going to happen, is it?
Ah. It's still be an interesting one to look at what happens though when all these tickets come in. I can already see a couple.
Yeah. Be busy for you, I think. But then Brazil always kind of does that because it's fast and small, isn't it? It's a fast, small track. It's always going to. Especially,
I did mention
especially go down into
during
turn
the race.
1.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
I did mention during the race that it seems to be a bit like Hungary, where you get really tight, all the curvy section, and the only place you can overtake is before turn 4 or that main straight.
Yeah, it's a bit of a desperate down dives, isn't it? Sometimes.
Turn 1 and turn 2 is.
If you're getting frustrated behind someone, that's where you just launch in. To be honest, I think I launched on one of the McLarens. I think it was at Neymar. I mean, it was a bit of because I was getting frustrated because I was faster than him. Then his straight line speed was ridiculous, and I just dumped my battery and made a bit of a dive, but I didn't make any contact with him. But I felt a bit bad.
When you watch the stream back, that Nemanja, he made the mother of all dives at the start of the race. You watch it, and Gavin tried to do it back on him. I said it turned into a bit of Mortal Kombat. It was a case like finish him between the two of them.
Yeah,
it was how we didn't kill anyone on that first lap, I don't know.
I tried to save my move for like turn 4 because I was quite fast in the middle sector. I felt like I could then get away from him, like edge up to him down the start finish straight with DRS, then dump my battery down the second straight into turn 4, and then get away out of the DRS by the time you get back to the start finish straight.
Yeah,
that was kind of my tactic, and it seemed to have worked quite often.
I did notice quite a lot of drivers were trying that same tactic as you to try and just get away out the DRS for that main straight.
Yeah, because the airflow in this game now, the dirty air, is a lot tougher unless you've got better tyres. Then you struggle to stay behind, to be honest, through that section.
Yeah. I think watching a race tonight, if any of the Wednesday drivers are watching, they're definitely going to have some ideas of what route they should go, I think.
Don't use the softs.
That's every track, isn't it?
Of course it is. I mean, when I went against everything that I always say, don't use the soft. I went against that. The reason why I had a set of used mediums and a set of used hards. So I used the second set of mediums. So I had to go to the softs. So, they were, to be honest, they weren't. If I hadn't have had the slide, I think those first set of softs I could have taken to the end. Like I say, they were on 35, and then when I had the slide, it went up to 55. I think 50 or 55. Yeah, and that was just as you come down into, I call it the second to last corner, and then you come up the hill towards the start finish straight. That actual corner, I went slightly over too much onto it, and it just threw me sideways, and it slid. But I put my foot down to control the slide, and it went up to 50 or 55. And so they just ruined. You slide on them, they've ruined. That's it. They're knackered.
But definitely congratulations on that P8 for yourself tonight, Misfits.
Well done.
Cheers.
And that P3 in the sprint.
Thanks.
So move on to Dartmark now. I say you're fighting for the lead a lot tonight with Ali. You did mention in the chat you almost come together a couple of times. But you got a P3 in the end of the main race. How's that for yourself tonight?
Yeah, it was good racing actually. I really enjoyed it. We had a couple of little comings together, me and Ali. There was no malice for either side, I don't think. It's just a couple of little bump and grinds, I don't see nothing wrong with a bit of bump and grind, you know what I mean? But no, the sprint race was a bit, well, I was doing okay, and then my tyres just fucking fell off a cliff. Like, as I said, like, I'm pretty sure it was 2 laps before the end. I checked because I felt like I was sliding a lot, and they were on one of my tyres was on 70% 2 laps before the end. I couldn't pit. I had to carry on, so that's why I ended up dropping like a stone in the last lap or lap and a half. Great battling though with me, Gareth, Misfits. That was brilliant. I loved it. And then but into the actual race, I decided to do the medium hard strategy, which I was quite happy with. I got a bit of an undercut on the first pit stop, and then I went for the undercut on the second pit stop. Ali went in at the same time, and for some reason, even though I was braking way before the line, and I don't think I had my DRS open either, but it just would not slow down. I don't know whether it was because he was cutting a hole in the air, like a slipstream sort of thing. But I just, for some reason, my brakes just wouldn't work, so I ended up getting the 10-second penalty. And then it was a case of trying to tag onto the back of Ali. I wasn't even, no offence, Gareth, but I wasn't even bothered about Gareth behind me. Like, I was just trying to open up the gap because I could see Dumar was about 6.5, 7 seconds behind. Ali's obviously a quick driver, so I was trying to tag onto the back of him to let him drag me away from Dumar. At one point, I was tempted to pit for the softs with about 4 laps to go to get rid of the 10 seconds, but I just thought, I'm close to the penalty window to Dumar. Can I manage to open that gap before the end? And I'm glad I stuck with that, because I think I managed to do it by 0.114 of a second to keep P3. So I'm glad I stuck to it. And I'm really happy with P3. It was a great race. Really enjoyed it.
Yes, I think I noted down. I think it was 7/10 on the line. So you almost got within your window, but just not close enough.
See, it didn't say that on my screen. It said like 0.112 of a second or something like that.
So even closer.
Yeah. It was literally like as he was coming up the straight, he was 9.85 behind me. But because I had the DRS and a little bit of battery and my straight line speed, I think I managed to extend it enough. Well, obviously I did, just to keep the P3. So yeah, as I say, I can't complain. It was a brilliant race, brilliant racing from everyone I came across. At one point, I thought one of the Gareth or Ali was going to plough into that retired car of Bjorn as it was coming down the second DRS straight. Obviously, after he'd left the session or whatever he'd done. And retired, his car came back out, and we were in a train of 3 cars, and we've all had to dart to the left to go around his car.
Yeah, I did notice Mad Mark nearly got caught with I think it was a Williams in front of Mad Mark, both coming up to this really slow Gavin Bass, and you ever had to go around it last minute.
I fucking shit myself.
Yeah. Yeah. I see it happen in front of me. It was great. It was actually, honestly, it's one of those races I really enjoyed. it was lovely. It was really nice seeing Gareth and Ali battle in front of me. Nice moves, great racing between the three of us. I think, as I say, there was a couple of little bumps, but there was nothing, no malice, and I hope Ali feels the same because I know he didn't mean to tag the back of me at all.
Yeah,
So
he just wanted to kiss your bottom.
yeah. I mean, it's it's a nice bump, so I don't see why I wouldn't. Yeah, talk about kissing. I was just scrolling through Facebook. This will make everyone laugh. It says here, during kissing, as a lady, where do you want your man's hand to be touching? I clicked on the first comment. It said, in this day and age, probably her balls.
I think we're gonna be cancelled. I've mentioned P Diddy earlier in the stream. You've mentioned R Kelly, and you've mentioned.
Hey, I tell you what.
Mention the name. You just mentioned. I just little.
Well, you just mentioned his song.
I tell you what. There's no way you're gonna get cancelled because the shit I come out with on my stream, and I ain't been cancelled yet. So fuck's sake.
That's what you think. What?
To be fair, the previous Saturday streamer wasn't. He was like.
Well, he decided to play himself.
On streams.
Yeah. He wasn't. He was scratching his belly.
Scratching his belly.
I know. I've had to delete that. No, he's no longer with us, is he?
Yeah, so. You had to delete that. You were making Not in the Kitchen sick every time you played it.
Probably.
Yeah, but no, great race, guys. Well
congratulations on that P3 Dartmark.
Cheers.
So hopefully
you won't be able to hear
Gareth.
Gareth, I don't think, but try it.
So Primal was able to. He said he had a button. So I don't know if Gareth has a button to include his audio on there or not, because it worked for Primal last week.
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
Fingers crossed. Does it say anywhere you can include your audio on your app at all? Because they might not be able to hear you if not. If not, I'll have to ask Primal how he does it. So whilst you look for that, Ali's put he was also trying to carry Dartmark so Minimad wouldn't get close to us.
Yeah, well, I wasn't bothered about Gareth, and Gareth had the 3 seconds as well, so it wouldn't have mattered. And his tyres were always going to drop off towards the end, being on the mediums.
Yeah, he went for the different strategy.
Yeah, so I wasn't. Gareth was going to beat me regardless because obviously I had the 10-second. But I wasn't looking at him. I was looking at Dumar.
So we'll see if.
Have you not got the Xbox app on your phone? Go through that.
That's what he's on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what he's. Primal did it last week, and he could include his audio, but I'm not sure if he used a slightly different app or what it was. But definitely we can try and see if they can hear you. If not, I can try and hold it to me, the other end of my headphone, see if it'll pick up. But definitely, I think it was P2 in both races, wasn't it, for yourself, Gareth? I believe it was P2 in both the sprint and the main race for yourself tonight. How was that for yourself tonight?
Depressing. It was a brilliant race, but my straight line speed just wasn't there. I was running so high wings, so every time I got like within a second, the main straight just they'd get away. But I'm happy with P2 back on the podium. Disappointing from P1 though.
So I was just mentioning to teammate Misfits as well, with the definitely strong sprint race, getting the 2-3 for both of you.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. He scared me a little bit, like he was trying to make a move on me when I was trying to make a move on the dark mark. So it was a bit touch and go between us at some point, but I'm sure he meant no harm, and obviously he obviously is fine for conditions.
I think I did mention that on stream because you went 3-1, didn't you, at turn 1, and you all managed to keep it clean.
Yeah, that it scared me, but I'm sure he meant nothing by it, and he was on a better tyre, he was on the hards, I was on the medium, so he's entitled to race.
Definitely another great week for yourself there, Gareth. I think definitely a bit closer as well to. Although Ali's had a decent race as well, we're going to go a decent haul of points.
I worked it out. I don't make any impression on Ali because we've both split 25 points between the sprint and the race. But I make a bit on the dart map. That's what I worked out.
Definitely congratulations. I've just put up on the stream next week, but it's at the moment it's supposed to be China sprint week, but we might have to change it because YT there's a sort of a channel on there's Discord server all different admins in, and we found there's quite a big glitch at China, so we're gonna have a chat if that's quite a big glitch or if we're gonna still go ahead with it or not. If you do go ahead with China, what you're all thinking of China?
Yay.
I love China.
I love China.
I hate it. But I said that about Brazil and I got second today.
What does Dark Mark think about China?
What, for next Monday? It's irrelevant.
I'm not here.
Oh, you're not making it. It potentially might be Spa if this glitch is that bad, and we test it and it is coming up on testing. The other one probably be Spa.
What's the actual glitch?
What's the actual glitch, would you?
It's when you come out of that long, before you get to that last really long straight.
Yeah.
You're coming round the
long
tight
right
hand, sort of a hairpin, isn't it, back on itself?
Yeah.
The curb on the left is kicking you right across into the wall on the other side.
Don't
it's
hit
like
the
a really
curb.
violent curb. That's probably the
Simple,
only way.
innit?
There's a video in there as well of people that were not even touching the curb, but were near to it.
Oh, okay.
Where we're getting booted across as well.
Oh well, make it interesting.
There has been an update though, hasn't there?
But I think Spain last season, didn't we? We didn't stop Spain when they had a glitch like that. It was hit and miss. I think it's an Apple around a few times in TSD.
Yeah, on the top end. The top end just before the.
So it might just be one we.
Again.
It might be one of those ones that's hit and miss. So we're gonna have a quick look into it. But if it's just sort of like Spain, we might just have to go ahead and it's just going to be hit and miss. That'd just be a swap if. But I'm hoping that I know there's an update today. Maybe that was one of the things that was addressed in it as well. So we'll have to have a look.
Oh.
Yeah. Before I do close the stream, because since I've got both of you in there, I'll put a bit of a plug to both your streams. So got Gareth on Wednesday. He'll be streaming this this sprint week, and that's on Gaza 2005. And then on Saturday, Super Saturday, we've got the 100% around Brazil, and that'll be on Mad_Mark V55.
Thank you.
And you have to definitely I think I need to go and have another beer after that one. So when I don't have a Dragoon or someone here, it's get a really dry mouth.
Yeah, well done, Lee.
So definitely congratulations to all yourself and Ali. I've still not been able to speak to Ali. We'll have to get him to get the Xbox app. Yeah. I think he does play on PC, so I know on the PC one there isn't included audio buttons. We'll have to Ali get downloading it. A72's asked in the chat, is there any chance of redoing the race? Nope. Yeah, Ali's put he is on PC, so we'll have to. I think if you get the Xbox app on the PC, that you can get the party up on there, and so we'll have to try that one day. Definitely big thank you to definitely a big thank you to everyone that tuned in tonight, and so big congratulations to all you guys in the party again, and Ali. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Good night.
Night.